Hello.
Hello to
Hello,
Bert's dog.
See hi to buddy.
Buddy!
Hi, buddy.
Oh, hate when that happens.
It's the worst.
Should at least just replace the peanut butter. I can hear
Just
you.
see if it's muted your mic
It
too.
might be Discord,
oh
maybe not, or
What
not
is
Discord,
going
but OBS or whatever.
Oh,
I hear
the
you,
stream
buddy.
can't hear you apparently.
Yeah, I mean, we hear you.
There it is. Now you should hear me off my
Ooh,
actual
sounds
mic.
better even.
Nice.
Such
Now the
dulcet,
stream can hear
buttery
me.
tones.
Listen to that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I did a really funny thing about things, and we're past that. That moment's dead.
It was
Some of
hilarious.
Chuck's best
It was so
material
funny,
ever. You'll never
hear
experience it again.
It's gone.
It was so
inspired,
funny.
Chuck. Inspired.
All the humor has left my body. I am devoid of humor now.
Mhm.
It couldn't even laugh.
Yeah.
But it went straight past it.
I had no idea a monkey could fit that in there.
You would be surprised what a mashed up banana will allow someone to do. No,
I do a
we're
lot
just going
for
to move
mashed up
past
banana.
that. We're going to move past that.
I thought about it and I was like, no, never
Nope,
mind. No.
It's fine. Amy would not approve.
No, maybe.
Probably.
Chuck, I want you to learn the sign for that and just do that occasionally on stream.
Amy eat ass. I'll fucking Google that shit.
That's something we all need to learn.
Yeah.
That's the sign off.
I'll look for this in our small break. So anyway, yeah, fucking computer problems tonight. I don't even know. Yeah, Alex is supposed to be joining us, but his shit's fucked up. So he may pop in later. My microphone said fuck off, but it's working now. So yeah, let's just fucking do this shit. We know our characters mostly. We got Dan as our pitchfork. John is Sweeney, one of our halflings. Jeremy is our dwarf for Bowdy. And Bert is Gadsby, our other halfling. So yeah, we're just going to pick it right back up. You all are in Millbournes, as shown with the donkey. The donkey is our map location icon. Yeah, you all have, I don't know. You've got a boat. You talked them into giving you a boat.
But then we found out we can't use the boat because we have to go overland to find the girl.
Well, the guy said stop and talk to anyone you see along the way and ask her. But there is still a river connecting where you're at, Millbourne, to the village of Thurmaster. And Thurmaster is your goal. Because Thurmaster is where the wizard... I know his name's not Tauster, but I really want to call him Tauster. We're going to call him Tauster.
Yeah. So like if we ask who we meet there, if they've seen the girl, we'll have completed our agreement to talk to people we see along the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is true. So yeah.
That would make us technically correct, which is, of course, the best kind of correct.
Absolutely.
Yep. By doing the minimum, we've done the box checking.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I'm only a vagrant in the allowed vagrancy areas.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Everywhere else, I'm just loitering.
That's it exactly. I don't know how I managed that, but I did. So anyway, you all are hopping onto your boats. Oh, it's in my session play. I'm like, where are my fucking notes? There they are. Yeah, you talk to a bunch of fancy people in Milbourne. Like, the big one is, the lady that is giving you a boat. Capella is her name. So yeah, she said, meet me in the morning at the thing. I'll stick you on a boat. Head down that direction. And yeah, we're going to pick up. You all had a night's rest. So if you're a caster, do we have any casters? Dan, you're a caster.
Technically, yes. I mean, that's what you want to call it.
Okay, that's fair. Everyone can also recover as you do with a good night's rest. That's 1 hit point and then 1 point of damage to every stat except for luck, unless you have something that recovers luck. As you get up in the morning, because you are hanging out at the Baron of Mutton, where one of the owners, a younger man named Andrin, is very concerned. And he's the one who put you on this task. He feeds you a good breakfast. He gives you some supplies for the trip. And then he pretty much just ushers you out. He's like, get on the boat. See anyone, ask if they've seen Jelenneth. And when you get to Thurmaster, talk to Tauster. See if he's seen her. Let me know what you find. John, what did you do to your hair?
I don't know. I'm just
fucking
playing with it. Here. I got a fan going. It's blowing everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm on the cover of a romance novel.
Majestic.
The worst kind.
Oh, Chuck Dingle?
I can't believe it's not butter.
My.
That is the name of the novel.
Oh, shit. So, anything you all need to do before you hop on this boat?
Yeah, I think I did my dumb bit of things I needed to do already, so.
Yeah, we've got our basic supplies.
Sure. Yeah. I might do some panhandling with my bolt.
Yeah. So it is a 40-mile trip. It's a long trip. On the boat, won't be terrible. You'll be going with the current at least, so it should be relatively easy. And yeah, you all pile onto your little boat and you head off through the, gentle rolling plains of Haranshire. You find your way just creeping further west. You get close to this large wooded area along the south. According to the map, it's called Thornwood. You do see the occasional farm as you're moving along. Cut you through the redwood. But eventually you find yourself approaching the village of Thurmaster. As you're coming up, it is not like Milbourne. Milbourne was in pretty good shape. The buildings weren't terrible. Well put together. Thurmaster, though, has, you can tell, it definitely isn't as well assembled. It's got a very crude wooden, fence. Defense is like an 8-foot wooden fence going around it. But the thing that really catches you is as you're approaching it, you can see all signs of abandoned buildings, mainly like cottages, farmhouses, just long abandoned. These are all outside of the fence. Eventually you come up and you can see that the village of Thurmaster kind of hugs right along the shore of the river. And you load up right onto the docks and you've got access to the village. Like I said, it's nowhere near as big, not in anywhere good a shape. And there's abandoned buildings on the outside. You can see the signs of a large tavern. There's no dock master or anyone here. But as you kind of get off the boat, you kind of take in the surroundings. You can see towards the south of town a little ways, There is a stone tower, mostly intact, that does kind of give off that wizardy style vibe. So, what do y'all want to do?
Well, I definitely want to get inside those walls before it gets dark, because there's probably a reason those other houses are abandoned.
I agree.
Yeah. Add things outside. Let's not be outside.
Well, yeah, you pull up right onto the docks, and, you know, this portion of the town, like I said, the wall kind of stops right at the edge of the river, so that way you can hit the docks and you can enter the town from the river. Yeah, you dock, tie your boat off, and into town you go. You see it's sparsely populated. You see the occasional person kind of wandering by here and there. They don't seem as friendly and outwardly, no one's like, oh, hello, stranger. Like, they're just kind of staring at you and moving on beyond or by. They also seem to be, life seems to be a little harder here in Thurmaster. But yeah, you make it in town. As you're kind of taking things in, you can see they've got a general store. They have a tavern, a few little gardens inside, a couple of houses here and there. There is a rather large 2-story house. It's very nice compared to the other buildings in town. Kind of set up on the far end along the east side of town. What do you want to do?
Looking for the wizard Tauster?
Yep.
Or is that who gave us the job? Okay.
That is who. The wizard who gave you the job was Gordrin. And he hired you to deliver this box to Tauster. And while you were in Milbourne, Andrith also asked you to ask Tauster if he's seen Jelenneth.
Right then. It's probably fair money. He's over in that tower there. And if he's not, worst thing we need is to walk to a tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Easy enough to do. You walk on up to the tower. Like I said, there are a few people here and there. Kind of give you a little eyeball, but no one really does anything. No one really gives you any trouble. Let's see. Yeah, it's a 2-story tall stone tower. Yeah. What do you all do as you approach? You can see there's a, reinforced wooden door on the front of the tower.
Do people seem to be avoiding it in any way, or is there any people on the street or anything?
Give me an intelligence test.
I can do that. Maybe.
There we go. It's a 15. That's good. Yeah. No, you can look like you're expecting, like, are people like scared of this dude? No, I mean, it's kind of on the edge of town, so there's not a lot of people around here, and the town is kind of sparsely populated to begin with. But it doesn't seem to be giving off those vibes. People don't seem to be openly afraid of it. Yeah.
I just wave at a person, and be like, hey, is that Tauster's tower?
Yeah, some rando you yell at. Yeah, that's Tauster's tower. But I mean, if you're looking for Tauster, he's not at his tower. It's at home.
I'm sorry. You said it's at home?
Well, I mean, he's at home. Yeah.
Oh, where's his home?
It's right next to the tower. And right next to the tower, you see this very quaint, cozy little cottage, little garden out front.
Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Exactly what you would expect someone's grandma to retire in. Hey, you got it. And he just kind of stumbles off.
I guess that saved us a little embarrassment of knocking on the wrong building.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Hello there. Is there a toaster in here? We got wizardly delivery.
You see, like, this little cottage. It's got this nice front door with this, like, fancy, like, stained glass inserts. But you can see a window next to the door, like a curtain kind of moves aside. You see the face of a elderly man kind of peer out. He stares for a second, and then the door swings open. Oh, you've brought my package. Oh, that's fantastic. I've been waiting for this.
Okay, good. We're glad you were expecting it because we the hope there's like the thing that gets signed and then you sign it and then it's going to turn into money. We took a lot on faith here, so we're glad to hear that it might actually work out.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Come in. Let's get the business out of the way.
Right. Nice. I like your window there.
Thank you. I had it made, imported from some way off. Catches the light in the fall just right. Kind of gives a nice coloration to the inside of the house. It's very lovely. But yeah,
Nice.
he heads inside, gestures for you to put the box down on a table, like in the kitchen or in the dining room area. And he starts going about doing his little magical checks. Like he's doing little spells and like different parts of the box are lighting up. It's like, oh, this is fantastic. All the magical wards are in place. The seals are sealed. You've all done a fine job. Go ahead and give me your document. I'll sign it.
I thought we were like barbarians or something, opening his mail.
You would be surprised. So many people do not respect the post.
But I mean, we were lucky that we were able to get a boat down the river. If we did go by foot and it had been a longer journey, too many evenings at a campfire wondering, it'd make you more likely to check it out.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, then it's good you brought a boat.
Aye.
Well,
So
anyway.
he said you sign here and then this your paper turns into money.
Oh, yes. We got to put it flat on the table. And he kind of, he helps you kind of spread it out. He gets his little quill. He does his signature and he's like, all right, now initial there. Oh, all right, good. In here. All right. And give me a signature there. And I've got to put one last mark here. And then as he does so, the paper kind of like flashes in this white light, and where the paper was is now this like neat rectangular paper shaped pile of stacked gold coins.
Right. And just to make sure, you saw the extra writing he put in there about us being able to keep the magic bubble wrap.
Oh, yes. I just thought it was a new boilerplate, but that's not a problem. And he
like get one of those gold coins and give it the test.
That's legit.
We're thinking of wrap it around this old man here because people, they were wanting to abscond with him.
Absconding is always bad.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what's going on around town? So you got the fence up and everything, and
oh yes,
looks like times are a little tougher.
It was from the old days. Yes, well, not far from here, to the east a little bit. There's an area that's rather unpleasant. It's called the Half-Cut Hills and the Howler's Moor. But more so of trouble is the Shrieking Mire. It used to be home to a rather large host of lizard folk. They were right dicks. Anyway, so they 40 some odd years ago, the lizard men, they were coming out of the mire, attacking, yeah. That was until Count Parflay hired a band of adventurers and fighters to track them down and kill their leader. Well, and those adventurers just murdered the fuck out of those lizard men. Yeah, but even though the lizard men problem has been sorted out, people are still jumpy and haven't moved back out from beyond the walls. So all the buildings outside of the walls are still just there. Shambles. This. But it's fine now.
Who was it that we were looking for that was kidnapped? Alicia something? Some maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. Some other magic person.
John.
Put it in here. That way you can have the fun of saying the word.
Alicia Keys? I don't know.
I'm not familiar with Alicia Keys.
Jelenneth. Jelenneth.
Oh, yes.
Alicia Jelenneth.
Same difference.
So similar.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with Jelenneth. She is my apprentice, after all, as much as I protested the matter. But she's a good kid. Yes, she is.
Did you have her kidnapped?
No.
Did you try to have me kidnapped?
No. Are you worth
Have
kidnapping?
you heard of any other folks wearing robes
Probably
getting
not.
kidnapped?
Have you spoken to her recently?
Oh, it would have been a week ago.
Have you checked her tracker?
No, I don't have that installed. I believe in my apprentices having a little wander wiggle room. I mean, it's quite. She's missing. About a week ago, she left here to head back home and spend a week with her family. A week or two with her family, actually. She's not due back until next week.
Right. Well, they never saw her, and they're concerned.
That sucks.
It does.
Well, as much as she is a pain in my ass, she is my apprentice, and I've grown quite fond of her. I'll tell you what. Would you all like to make more money?
Yes.
That's what I like to hear. No questions, just yes.
Does a
money,
bear
please.
shit in the woods?
They do. They shit
They
many
do.
places, but woods is also one of them.
Just like me.
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, something has to happen. So I'll tell you what. I will gladly pay you. I have a job for you then. This job will pay 10 gold apiece now. And if you can find and return my apprentice to me, I will give you each another 50 gold.
All right, then.
Each?
Each.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much gold did we get from our pile of gold?
It was 150 altogether.
Altogether.
And you all have to divide that by use.
Yeah, that's doable.
Yes, so
30 each.
mathematics have always escaped me in the wizarding arts. Yeah, so 10 gold up front, 50 gold. I'll tell you what, it's getting dark out. I'll even put you up overnight. Not here, of course. You can't stay with me. You're all strangers. You might stab me in my sleep, or I don't know.
We might be stabbed by you in our...
That is also true. I could be the one who does the stabbing. That's a good point. Stabbing
Equal
is
opportunity stabber, are you?
very fair. Yes.
Oh, that's going to be my highwayman name. He who does the stabbing.
He who does the stabbing.
Just
Thought you were
a
going
bunch
with
of...
McStabberson.
That'd be
No.
Nick Staverson. Oh, that was a fine gentleman.
See,
He was a good man. I don't think I knew him, but he sounds like a good named man. Well, I'll
The
tell you what,
McStaverson clan. You could always count on them to do one thing.
bake?
stab.
Okay, two things. Bake and stab.
That's fair. I'll tell you what, I'll put you up overnight at the Hound and Tail tavern in town. They've got some rooms available. Yeah, the Hound and Tails. Avoid the meat pies.
But I
I
love meat
love
pies.
meat pies.
Avoid the meat pies.
Is it not meat?
No. If you ever heard of salmonella?
Yeah, those are the little moist lizard things, right?
Well,
I
give or
fucking
take.
hate lizards.
Yes. But don't eat. I mean, eat the meat pies if you want. It's not my problem. I mean, it is what
If
it
it's
is.
lizard meat, I'm not eating it.
Okay. So
I might buy a meat pie just to burn it, because I hate me a lizard man.
there you go. Very good. Good attitude. Oh yes, the job at hand. Stay the night, and then in the morning head over. There's a farm. Well, you probably passed it on the way by. It belongs to a man by the name of Kuiper.
Okay.
Head there and tell him I've sent you and that Jelenneth is missing. And he will give you some guidance, and hopefully you'll be able to find her and save her and bring her back.
All right, then.
All right.
You have a blacksmith of any kind in this town?
Oh, absolutely not. This town is poor shit. We have a farrier, so I mean, if you want some nails, or if you want a horseshoe or two, sure.
Yeah, the last town's blacksmith wouldn't help us out because he didn't know us.
Oh yes, Milborn is. They're more in tune with public safety than they are with people's basic rights and freedoms.
The right and freedom to stab or potentially be stabbed.
Or bake?
Or get
Or
cut.
bake.
Yes, I mean, I'll tell you what. Sure, Thurmaster has just a fraction of the population and a huge multiplication of the number of stabbings, but at least we have our freedom. What was that
That's right.
pitchfork you
Freedom
said?
costs $1.05.
Yes. Anyway, it's late. I'm going to sleep. You have money. Oh, yes, here. And he hands each of you another 10 gold.
Nice.
There's your down payment. In the morning, go talk with Kuiper. And, yes, once you find and return Jelenneth to me, I'll give you another 50 gold each.
Sounds great.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, goodbye.
Bye. Nice to meet you.
It was a real pleasure, Tauster.
Very well.
So our thing did turn into gold, right?
Yes.
It did. It did. All right. So he sees you out. As you kind of stand there, you can see across town where the tavern is. You know, lights on in the window, smoke coming out the chimney. Y'all head over there?
Yeah.
Okay. He did send you, we'll say, like a little note or something like that. And he said, hey, give this to the barkeep. He'll put you up for the night. Yeah.
Hooray.
As you head over, make it to the tavern is run down. It is filthy. Every surface just feels a little greasy. It looks like they gave up on sweeping and mopping some time ago, so now they just lay out hay. So there's a nice sour smell in the air. There's just a handful of locals just,
I can have the meat pie.
nursing some beer. As you walk in, you see a heavy set, greasy dude wearing a little half apron. Welcome. Got a sale. If you're interested, buy one meat pie, get one meat pie free. If you buy 2 meat pies, you get 2 meat pies free.
Do you have something other than meat pies?
Beer.
Right.
Beer is good.
Yeah.
Beer's good.
Beer's-
Not
Yes.
particularly nutritious, but good.
We're also maybe looking for a room or something.
Yeah, I've got a room left. Yep.
The toast of the man town place said that we could stay here, and we're looking for Jelly, his apprentice.
Oh, yes, Jelenneth, her apprentice.
That one.
She doesn't eat the meat pies either. I don't know what's wrong with that girl.
Are these meat pies made out of lizard people?
No.
Are they made out of people?
Oh, God, no. I don't have enough people to make them into meat pies.
What kind of meat is in the meat pie then?
It's mostly whatever we find. Not lizards, though. Those are kind of hard to find over here.
Is it rat?
Probably.
I mean, it is buy one, get one free. I'm getting 2 meat pies.
Oh, very good. He charges you, it's like 5 silver and gets you 2 meat pies.
I'll get on that.
Okay, same thing. 5 silver, gets you 2 meat pies.
And then
I wanna
obviously
get
some
one.
beer to drain it down.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna watch you to see if you're okay first.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same thing here. I'll get some beer, but I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, I'll get
You've got no idea how hard I can clench these cheeks. You're not going to get nothing out of me.
All right, so
Doesn't always have to go down.
the beer is very skunky, watered down, not a pleasant affair. The meat pies, those of you who are eating a meat pie, give me a percentile.
Mm-hmm.
Always what you're trying to hear when you're eating food.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a pleasant meat pie. A lot of gristle. Not cooked all the way through. The dough is definitely soggy and chewy, doughy. There's a lot of it though. It is very filling. And then you still have oh God, is that a donkey hair?
I think it's a tail.
Oh God. Then
I mean, it's a hell of a thing whenever you can eat your dinner and floss at the same time.
You should hang on to that. I've heard legends that you can trade that tail for something amazing. You just have to find the right dragon.
Hair of the donkey that bit you? I don't know.
True story.
I'm going to put that in my inventory then.
Okay, go for
Since there is a D100 roll involved, I feel like I need to have a meat pie as well, just because.
Now, once again, it's buy one, get one free. So you go up for 5 silver, you get 2 meat pies. So those of you who ate the first meat pie, do you eat the second meat pie? It's a no from Bert.
I will save that second one to fish with or something.
Oh, that would probably be really good for that.
A 77. If that's too similar to the one that Jeremy got, I will gladly roll again.
No, it's fine. I mean,
Well, I'm not going to be outdone by nobody.
give me another percent. Pitchfork.
77 and a 76. I want something different.
Yeah, it's sadly it's not that kind of a table roll. It is unpleasant. It is not good. It tastes like almost kind of like just the main flavor ingredient is pennies. A little sour twinge hiding in there. But yeah, each of you managed to choke down 2 meat pies, and you don't seem too worse for wear. You could certainly go buy more.
It just doesn't look good.
All right. You had me at you could always buy more.
Okay.
Are we doing a competition now?
I mean,
Oh,
it could
all
be.
right. I'm not going to be outdone by a frail ass little pitchfork like you. Okay.
99. There you go.
All are doing really good at this. It's not. You're choking it down. The last couple of meat pies, they were more jelly than anything else in there. You're not sure what kind of jelly.
Meat jelly, of course.
The fat, just rendered fat.
But it's just
so
a really
tiny.
gritty jelly.
Where is it even going in you? You're so scrawny.
So you've each consumed 4 meat pies. I think. What's that? So at this point, I am going to go ahead and just call for a stamina test for both of you consuming meat
That's fair.
pies. You actually both pass it. So, I mean,
wow.
you've
what
got
I'm hearing
some
is that we need to
sweats.
eat more.
Yeah, you've got some sweats to you. You're not feeling, you're feeling very extremely full, but if you go another 5 silver, you can eat more if you really want.
So Gadsby, who you taking?
Oh, yes.
Oh no, are we doing more?
Bowdy, I think.
I hate you so much, Pitchfork.
I'll take
you.
I'll take the pitchfork. 5 silver.
Okay, there we go. Then you're not gonna outdo me. Just give you a little runt.
Well,
I got a 5 and a 100.
yeah. So pitchfork, you've unlocked the thing that would happen.
Yes. I knew I could if anybody could.
You eat that, the first of that set, the one you got a 5 on, you eat it. And like, as you like choke it down, like you can just feel this heat just radiating out of your gut, spreading down, spreading up. You start to get a little
this one's spicy.
You start to get a little dizzy. You make it through most of the second one. Pitchfork.
I'm just like,
those colors start to run. The room starts to spin, and you all see, Pitchfork, what would you be doing in this situation? Because you know something is about to erupt out of your body. You're just not sure which end.
oh, well, if it's like me in real life, I'm going to get about 3/4 of the way to where you need to go for this to happen and then fail.
Give me a reflex save.
Yeah, pretty much.
You start running for the door. You don't know where you're going, but you just know that you gotta go. And there's like a fire poker or something like that, kind of like lost in the hay on the ground. Your toe fucking catches it and you trip forward. You land on your hands and knees, and that sudden
Color
impact.
spray.
Oh God!
All of a sudden, you just erupt out of both ends.
Gadsby and I will take cover under the table. I believe that's
just everything's so chunky and just forceful.
When did he eat carrots? And corn. Oh God, there's corn.
I think he was eating donkey's food.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that I won, but I still feel like I lost.
Yeah. So you're all watching Pitchfork. You're down there for like 5 minutes
Till it's all gone.
Plus things that you ate 3 months ago.
Intensity out of both sides.
I assume also if you said like colors were running and stuff, maybe I'm also like spinning around a bit too.
Oh, you're like a fucking sprinkler, like,
doing the curly shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna take 3 points of damage.
Oh God, that almost kills me.
Oh God. Oh God.
We really
That's a lot for
cleric.
As
oh man,
the fucking barkeep, without saying a word,
lays down more hay.
he goes and he just grabs this big pile of hay, and he grabs a chair, and he uses the chair to kind of stabilize you from where you're at, kind of spinning around, and he just kind of uses the chair to kind of like push you out of the way, so he can just throw more hay down. Looks like you got a good one. Mm.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's rough. I mean, it's worse for the rest of you because you all got to share a bed with him tonight.
Oh.
Maybe he sleeps in the trough?
I'd allow it. What is your opinion on mosquito larvae?
Well, that sounds like a personal question for him to answer once he sobers up, and so we'll let him give you that answer in the morning.
Okay.
Mm.
You just toss the pitchfork into the horse trough. Pitchfork, the water is almost as slimy as you.
Oh.
You're a skinny little prick, but that was a good run, Pitchfork. I respect that. Nice work.
Just spews more.
Oh, dude. Oh. Yep.
Yeah, so do you all want to do anything else tonight?
I think we've done enough.
Yeah. So I don't remember.
I think I'm going to go around behind this tavern, and I'm just going to shove 2 fingers down my throat.
Go ahead and give me a save on this. Give me a second here.
I don't want, after seeing what he's been through, I may not be going through it now, but I don't want to go through it in the morning.
Give me a fortitude save. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get this disgusting meat pie out so it can't do any more damage. But on the way out, you're figuring hopefully it's a few bones. But you do take 2 points of damage. It's just, there's some hard chunks in there that maybe the jelly kind of disguised earlier.
Is that a human tooth?
Not entirely sure.
A luck check there, John Sweeney. Give me a luck test.
Me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, that's a molar.
And he said there weren't people in it.
Who knows?
False advertising. You can charge more for that.
Oh, shit. So, yeah.
I'm going to tie it to the tail from earlier. Something to remember this godforsaken town by.
Yeah.
I'll call it Toothy Tail.
Oh, Toothy Tail. Nice. You all make it
nice
to your room.
Ring to it.
It is
I mean, not all of us, but
yeah, small, cramped, foul-smelling room. There's technically a bed in the center of the room. It's a large bed. It is. You can tell it could easily sleep maybe like 6 people. The mattress, we'll call it, is a series of burlap bags stuffed with hay. And there is a single thin blanket, huge holes in it, strange stains. You're pretty sure that might be blood. Could be the remains of a meat pie. You're not sure. But yeah, this is your resting spot for the night. Say that again, John. It didn't come through.
I just said lovely. That's where I like to sleep.
Yeah. So,
Then.
Except for Pitchfork, because Pitchfork's sleeping in the trough.
around about it, probably kind of strewn over it, so that way there's safe places for it to come out still.
Oh, okay. Might overflow the trough if you didn't do that.
Well, I want to drown in the trough or in my own vomit, so
That's fair. Oh, is it? Nah, it is too soon to make a Whitney Houston joke. We'll just move on. I'm glad I got Jeremy with that.
We're good people.
Yeah.
The best, in fact.
So, everyone, I'll let you heal like you would from a night's rest. So it's 1 hit point and 1 point to any stats you're down. But those of you actually sleeping in this bed, you do need to give me luck tests.
Luck, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Innate success.
Gatsby or needed your step.
Sorry, froze up on me a little bit.
Not a problem. You all actually
yeah.
pass. You do not wake up with an infestation of lice or bed bugs.
Yay!
That's good.
This place sucks.
I think next time we should just sleep out in the one of the abandoned houses.
It's probably safer.
Probably safer.
Yeah, definitely. So Pitchfork, you're woken up at the first light of dawn by Donkey just trying to like move you out of the way so it can try and get some water from the trough.
Oh, Donkey, you don't want none of this.
Oh,
Give me a personality test there, Dan. No, Donkey just pushes you right out of the way. Just, you're still kind of weak from last night. And it just sip, sip, chew, chew, sip, sip, crunch, sip, sip, chew, chew.
I'll never think of you the same, Donkey.
It builds the hate in the donkey.
It does. It really does. Yeah, you all reconvene. The barkeep's still there. We got breakfast made up for you all if you want it.
Probably just turn around immediately and just a little
Out of
more.
curiosity, what is for breakfast?
Eggs and bread.
Eggs and bread?
What? Eggs accompanied by bread, right? It's not eggs in bread.
Oh, so
It's-
not eggy in a basket.
No,
Okay.
no, not that. I haven't made that in a long time. Those are good.
mm-hmm.
No, just eggs and bread served to you on the
All
same
right, then.
plate with some beer.
I'm in.
I could go for that.
All right. A few minutes later, he brings out 4 plates. The eggs are very hard fried. You pick it up and it doesn't flop over. It just kind of stands stiff. It's so hard fried. It's got kind of a weird kind of like sulfury kind of smell to it. And definitely looking at the bread, you occasionally see like maybe a little maggot crawling through the bread, or maybe little green spots here and there. Oh, and eat up before it gets cold. And he leaves you your beer as well and heads off.
I'll nibble on some egg and like eat my bread around the maggoty and green spots.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nope, saving this for fishing too.
Good plan. Sweeney, since
I'm
you're
dipping
eating,
my bread in the beer.
not a bad idea. What about you,
Stuff it up
Pitchfork?
in-
You got it in you to eat? Okay, so Sweeney and
No, like
Forbouty.
I said, the mention of food, I just went right back out to throw up some more.
Okay. Yeah, Sweeney and Forbouty, go ahead and give me another percentile.
Oh God.
Speaking of making good decisions, I'm gonna grab the beer real
You
quick.
can do it. I believe in you. Oh wow. You're both fine. No negative effects. Definitely not good. The beer wasn't good. The bread wasn't good. The eggs aren't good. Altogether, they're equally not good, but it doesn't seem to give you the same reaction as what it did the Pitchfork.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure this guy couldn't make boiled water.
I don't know. We did get a lot of gold in our pocket on account of that toaster fella. So, I think next time we just hang out in an abandoned building, and then
Doing that, even though I know it's a great way to like consume content faster, though.
Yeah,
especially
Dan,
stuff
it is
that,
a great way to consume content.
Right.
words.
Uh,
One thing I do like
me
is that
too.
this has a built-in privacy shutter.
Dan,
Right.
It's built into it.
Speaking of privacy shutter, I'm going to crop dust this bartender as we leave.
I love it. Give me a stamina test.
So,
You gotta be
halfway
careful
done.
with that.
Halfway done.
You can feel every bit of
like Mark
disgusting.
Ain't
Stop
that
telling
wrong.
people about your privacy shutter, Dan.
I'm going to keep my cheeks real clenched so there's no sound from it, but I'm letting out all this rottenness.
Yeah, all that,
All the hate.
all the hate that was in those meat pies and that breakfast. You just leave a concentrated, thin, like fucking vapor string. Like I don't even know how the fuck. As you're all leaving, you hear the, oh, what the fuck is that smell? Oh god. Oh, it's worse than the meat pies. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
there's this person we were supposed to go talk to that's supposed to
Kuiper.
tell us some stuff. What's it?
His name was Kuiper.
Kuiper.
And yeah, I'll say that Tauster gave you pretty decent instructions on how to find his farm. You're supposed to go talk to him about Jelenneth, and he'll probably give you a hand in trying to find her.
Hey, let's go find this guy.
All right. So we're going to hop back over to Haranshire. And you will now see on the map, that's right, Kuiper's farm. Now,
We have a message
we have a message.
from an Alex.
Bananas, what? I'm so confused.
Banana phone.
There's a message from an Alex.
Oh,
Be perfect. We could encounter him on the way to the farm.
I got a better idea.
Oh,
As you are all making your way across town, as I speak very slowly in hopes that Alex is about to pop in.
so then I was there crop dusting him as we were leaving. But maybe I'd get him to throw up what like Pitchfork had done.
There's no dusting left to do
Sadly
on
not.
this end.
Yeah.
Dust it out.
Yeah, even...
Yeah, I'm just
Oh, go ahead.
impressed. I'm just impressed with Farboody's
Clinch control?
Yeah, clinch control.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Right. My mother once taught me the secret of the Kegel technique.
I was trying to think of some way to make a Kegel joke, but you beat me to it.
I never
Why did your
understood what it
mother
meant
teach
as a
you that?
child.
yeah. I was gonna say, why did your mother teach you that?
I don't know. She really hated my father and she wanted to shame him. I didn't understand that at the time.
Hey there, Oak. Okay. So here's what we're going to say that's happening, because we're still waiting on Alex. As you're making your way across town, heading to your boat, you approach and you see a person with features that we will describe shortly, hopefully. And he says, oh, what up? I am insert character name, and I owe Tauster money. So he has asked me to accompany you on the quest to rescue his apprentice.
Hello, insert name. Welcome to party.
Thank you. So I'm going to tag along with you all if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm very shy up front, but hopefully here shortly, more of a personality will develop for me, and I'll be able to more fully make myself of use to the party.
Did I tell
Insert
you?
name has been added to your party.
Did I tell you what I was like in grade school? Like, yeah, are you basing this on me as a child?
Right.
Nice.
So, insert. What are your feelings upon male Kegel usage?
I'm a huge fan of male Kegel usage.
You're welcome.
Perfect timing.
I don't think so.
Alex, welcome aboard.
Soup.
People, you probably know Alex. Alex probably knows people.
From time to time.
So, Alex, you're joining us. What kind of character do you want to play?
Oh, I'm gonna mute this webpage so I can hear you.
Oh my gosh.
All right. What was the question?
What kind of character are you going to play?
Doesn't matter to me.
You wanna play a
one I
cleric?
can describe? Sure. I'm feeling everybody else is a cleric, isn't they? Aren't they?
Nobody else is a cleric.
Oh, so we need a cleric. Okay, I can do that.
All right, give me a second, because
Can
was
you be our
thinking
hero?
you could be our
You could be my hero, Alex. You could take away the pain.
All right,
Honestly,
Alex, in your sheets.
It's mostly self-inflicted pain, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best kind of
Yeah,
pain.
I did get stabbed unwillingly one time.
Yeah.
Unwillingly.
Yeah.
Unwillingly, compared to all those other times that he got stabbed
Yeah.
very willingly.
I have bandages for those times, but
So yeah, Alex, in the characters section in the table, there is a character sheets folder and an Alex folder, and there is a cleric that I whipped up earlier, and you can be the cleric. So, Alex, you are a resident of the village of Thurmaster here in Haranshire.
hell yeah.
You are technically the village's healer / clergy, but the village wizard, Tauster, you owe him a significant amount of money.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tauster's apprentice, Jelenneth, who you've probably met many a time, seeing as you're a resident of this village, you find out that she's gone missing. And late last night, Tauster sent you a text that said, hey, if you want to wipe out that debt, there's a party of adventurers leaving from the docks in the morning. I want you to tag along with them and help them find and rescue, bring back whatever's going on with Jelenneth. And if you do that, your debt is wiped.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Okay. So yeah, you're waiting on the docks. And yeah, sure enough, you see a party consisting of 2 halflings, a dwarf, and a wizard wielding a pitchfork. The wizard absolutely reeks. There's dried vomit on his face, dried dookie in his pants, and he is utterly soaked with slime. And then they also have a donkey accompanying them.
Does it talk?
No.
Okay, not
Got
that
some
long.
fresh breath
Okay.
too, though.
However,
Oh.
Bird's character Gadsby has been training the donkey to eat human flesh.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. When do we get to the river? Like, I'm gonna swim in the river.
Okay.
The river Styx.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean,
Right.
one of the rivers.
Whatever river.
Oh no, shrieking eels in the river.
We
Oh,
don't really care at this point. So granted, I know that Tauster told us don't eat the meat pies at the tavern, but the thing was, that stupid old man said he could eat more meat pies than me, so it turned into a kind of a competition, you know.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It did.
He didn't warn
I
us
got-
about the eggs and bread, though.
Mm.
I feel misled.
So, Alex, does your cleric have a name?
His name is Random Name Generator on Google for cleric.
Jeremy, what's the
his
random name dude that you guys have?
name-
Rando Calrissian.
His name is Colin Blackrider. Oh man.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, he is Colin Blackrider.
Yeah, you all meet the cleric, Colin Blackrider. Perfect. You all load up on a little boat. Now, Colin Blackrider, you are a resident of Haranshire. The rest of the party is not. So you're going to be a little more familiar with places. So I don't remember if I gave out this handout last time, because I was supposed to. But I also tend to not do things I tell myself to do.
I mean, we don't really read anything anyways.
So I'm getting ready to show this handout to everyone. The first page is the image from the book. The second page is actually the text version if you're like me and have a hard time reading the shit from the PDF. But Colin Blackrider, this would be general information that you have about the area. So feel free to read that. Everyone else, you can read it as well. And if it's shit that Colin would know from this, you know, you can easily relay it. And every now and then, Colin, I might throw out additional things that you might know about the region, seeing as you are local.
Okay.
But yeah, right now, the plan is to take the river up to Kuiper's farm. Colin, you know that Kuiper is one of the 3 rangers in Haranshire. He's a large, friendly man who mainly patrols the Thornwoods, south of his farm, and the Hardlow Woods north of his farm. So yeah, that's where you're all heading.
Okay.
So, I did randomly roll encounters for this beforehand, and everything came up as no encounter. So I'm like, who the fuck am I to argue with the dice?
You know, Colin, I've got to ask you, what put you in so deep with the wizard there?
Oh.
I mean, you seem like a good upcoming cleric. I mean, everybody needs healing. Seems like you should be in the green, right? What puts you in the bad?
I have a problem with gambling on magic.
You gamble on magic.
Yeah, the magic duels, whatever. Magic races.
Magic races.
Yeah.
Oh, like what would they put like them enchantments on the turtles and make them run against each other?
Yeah, or they fight each other. It whoever wins in the end.
Oh, it's like like a demolition derby between all the turtles racing each other.
Love it.
Yeah. So yeah, I lost a lot of money.
Just tape a bunch of knives onto their shells.
Mm-hmm.
Turtle
That's
fucking
Roomba.
And that's why we can never go back to Arizona.
All right, then. That was a test, and you passed, because that's the only reason to be in debt.
Yes.
the only reason.
I feel like the only 2 answers were hookers or gambling, so I'm glad I fit one of them.
I mean, I wasn't going to mention the first.
I understand. That's being men of class, I understand.
I've buried too many.
Alex, I do have a question, and I'm like, if anyone knows the fucking answer to this, it's going to be Alex.
Okay.
Alex, American Sign Language. Do you know how to say the phrase in American Sign Language, Amy eat ass?
I don't know it, but if ever a gorilla were to angrily throw hand signs, I know what it is. I just have to pray at that point. I know what Amy wants in the end.
In the end, indeed.
It doesn't matter how Amy says it. It just matters that
the
Amy
end,
gets it.
out the end, around the end.
Those 90 movies were fucking wild. Who knew that a movie about a bunch of goddamn gorillas would be the biggest 2-hour event about the love that humans and gorillas can share through the art form of analingus? Is that what it's called?
Once again, it's just whatever Amy calls it.
It is. Amy just calls it ass.
I mean, I have an idea what it could be, but it'd just be my interpretation.
John's thinking about it too hard. Let's keep playing. You all get on the boat. You head off down the river. It is more difficult this time because you are going against the current. Once again, you make your way through the redwoods, kind of across the plains. You see that there's a few farms here and there. And Colin, you do point out that, right there, that's Kuiper's farm. Not a lot in the way of vegetation growth. Mainly he's dealing with animals here, livestock, lots of pigs. He's got a little dock, little skiff coming off along the river. And you all can just easily move up, tie off onto the dock. That's right. Everyone watch Snatch, so we know what to do with pigs.
I've never watched Snatch.
What's that?
I've never watched Snatch.
It was really great back in 2000s. I tried to watch it again here recently, and I just fucking couldn't. Probably because I watched it like hundreds of times in the 2000s.
Yeah.
As you all dock, you see this very muscular, middle-aged man, kind of grizzled. He's just wearing like regular farmer's clothing. Doesn't look too special besides the fact that he's a very imposing figure. And he comes on up to the dock. Oh, Colin, it's good to see you, lad. All the fuck's it going?
Yeah, it's going. I'm working.
It's good. Padre, who the fuck are your friends?
I don't really know, but
Traveling with strangers.
We've talked about hookers. We've talked about hookers and gambling, so they're my people.
Right.
Good God, I've wasted my life.
Never too late.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's true.
Allow me to introduce myself. And he comes up and he kind of helps each of you out of the boat and gives each of you this very, very uncomfortably strong handshake. If any of you do want to do competing handshakes, we are going to do a strength off.
You got him right, I do.
I have tiny child hands. Please don't.
Good. And when he goes to shake my hand, it might actually be more uncomfortable for him.
Just do a strength check.
Yeah, this
No,
will
just
be
in general.
I learned a living with these hands. I can't risk them.
All right. He pulled a 15. You pulled a 7. For Bowdy, you try, and he's just got this like little shit-eating smirk, and he just fucking overpowers you. Oh, you're a strong one. Small and fierce. That's all right.
Mother's small.
Well, that's not how I usually hear that insult, but your mother's beard is patchy and she doesn't know how to braid it.
Oh, I'll fucking stab you as soon as you let go of my hand.
Or then I better never let go.
Well, I guess we're married then.
Yeah, just
I do. Now, come on.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
consummate this thing.
I look to the rest of the group and like, this is the Boondocks. Things are different out here, guys.
yeah, it's fair. He knew what he was getting into.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I've made a huge mistake.
Oh, pitchfork.
I'll also compete.
Well,
I forgot to use my strong hand.
He's gonna break my hand, actually.
he doesn't, but as he gives you that hearty
Yeah.
shake, you feel your feet leave the ground. Just
But
like your
more
whole body
importantly,
goes with it.
I'm wondering if some things get shaken off of me as well, which then makes it awkward for him.
Or did you eat corn last night? God damn, you must have had some in your beard.
Oh, you don't want to know what I ate last night or why it's where it was.
Meat pies.
Oh,
It's a
you
lot
didn't
of
eat the
fucking
meat
meat
pies.
pies.
Oh,
We
did
got
I?
into a competition of who could eat more. I
How
beat
the
him only
fuck
by
are
about
you
half.
still alive? Now, Colin, you have eaten the meat pie once
okay.
in your time in Thurmaster.
Okay.
And once in that time in Thurmaster, go ahead and give me a fortitude save, and we'll see how you did.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Well, you can't have
Unfortunately,
died.
you can't.
Oh, okay, I did it right.
Yeah, you managed to get through it, but never again. Like, you had the fucking sweats, wildly uncomfortable. You were running a fever for a few days.
This was my one.
You're
I had
not
6.
sure.
You had 5.5. I had 6.
Yeah,
I win.
yeah. It was very unpleasant, but
I don't think anybody won that contest.
So nobody won that
No.
contest. I had to carry his shit-ridden ass out to the trough.
yeah, I think we need to rename that town. It is now Thrustmaster, home of the wizard Tauster.
It should be Thrustmaster.
Yeah. So, you all, you get out of the boat. So, Colin, what the fuck are you doing here? What can I help you out with?
Honestly, I've been a bit of a drunk. Anyways, I'm just supposed to be here to help them find somebody. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough. Who are the rest of you? What are these supposed to be doing?
We're looking for Jelenneth.
Oh, I love Jelenneth. She's a great kid.
She's apparently gone missing. She was supposed to go home about a week ago, and she never made it there.
Oh,
and
shit.
we got attacked by some bandits earlier over that way, and they tried to run off with pitchfork here.
Right. It was really weird. Like not even trying to steal off of him or just fucking murder him like
They're
you
just
should
like,
do.
take the whole person, he said. Don't shoot him.
Right. That was messed up, right? Because normally you should fucking stab him, kill him dead, and then take their shit, leave the body.
Right.
Because why the fuck you got to carry a body? Which means they need the body alive. Weird, right?
That's weird. So, a few things in that description definitely bothered me, but we'll move on.
I assume we're all on a dock, like
Oh yeah, you're all
nodding
standing
at
on the
each
dock.
other.
Yeah.
Like nodding at each other about not murdering people
Mhm.
is ridiculous.
So let me.
Unpaid murdering is wrong.
I mean, the bandit activity has been worse, but
my mother did say, "Do what I love," and that's
Yeah.
And
murdering
never do
people.
it for free if you're good at it.
that's true.
Mhm.
That's true. I'm not going to make a joke about goats having to pay me, so we'll keep moving.
Tell me more about these goats.
Anyway,
I want to be a farmer now.
they call me Farmer Brown Eye.
I don't want to hear about the goats.
Anyway, it's definitely bad. I know the bandits have been up and we've done what we can, but there's only 3 of us now. But Jelenneth, she's capable. You know, I know she's still an apprentice, but she's still a wizard, so.
I mean, technically, I'm a wizard too, but
What do you mean by only 3 of you now?
Rangers.
Oh,
Right. Oh, do you know the route she would normally? I'm assuming she probably, because we came down current, right? So you don't really ride a boat up current. So
Right.
that means she probably was going along the land route.
She is. So if she went missing on the way either to or from Thrustmaster, she probably went down the hogback. She very often would go down the hogback. I've accompanied her before. She does it gathering herbs and plants needed for Tauster. I wonder if maybe she went down to take the hogback to gather herbs and something happened to her. That would be my first guess, because I haven't seen her on the roads or cutting through anywhere else. Usually she'll stop here and rest the night before continuing her journey. Well, I'll tell you what. If Jelenneth is missing, I'll go with you. Let's, give me a few minutes to get my gear. And we'll, take my skiff up the hogback and see if we can find any sign of her.
Understood. Take your time, say goodbye to your goats, then we'll get going.
Will do. And he
A
strides
short
off.
goodbye. A short, brief goodbye.
Brief goodbye. Very well.
Hopefully coming back to them.
Yeah. It's just a couple of minutes. And he comes back out of that farmer's attire, very much looking the part of a ranger. He has this smoking a cigarette, this worn but very kind of, leather armor. Definitely seen a lot of battles, but it's well taken care of. He's got a shield. Does he have a shield? He does not have a shield. That's fine. Leather armor. He's got this massive longbow kind of strung over his back. A couple quivers of arrows. He's got this long sword on his hip. And he's got a pack with him. He's like, all right, let's head on to my skiff. Oh, your boat's fine and all, but the water gets rather shallow going up the hogback, so mine will handle it a little better. I brought provisions for all of us for 3 or 4 days, so I don't imagine we'll be down there that long. But just in case, we're well taken care of.
Yeah.
It's good.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you all load up on a skiff. Make your way across the river. He points out the hogback. The hogback is, and I've got it kind of pointed out on the map. You can see the labeling for it, but I'm about to... There we go. You can see that blue on the map now. That is the hogback. This stream, so to speak, that kind of cuts down through the Thornwoods. As he kind of takes you across the river, and he takes you a little ways in, and he explains, like, hey, we'll go just a ways in. At that point, it gets a little too rocky, and we'll tie off the skiff, and we'll head deeper by foot. The first few miles of the hogbacks are relatively safe.
Relatively.
But, yeah, I mean... In this area, the farmers even bring their pigs down here. I know I do, because the trees, and he points out the trees, like those things put out so many acorns in the fall, and you bring the pigs down here and just let them eat for a while. It did kind of spawn off a problem. There's a lot of wild pigs now, of farmers losing a few pigs here and there, and now there's a population, and it's a whole thing. Going in deeper can be a little dangerous, and if Jelenneth was looking for magical reagents, she would have definitely gone deeper into the Thornwood. But that's where you start having to deal with wolves and bears and natural predatory animals. Anyway. Let's fucking go. He docks. The trees do put out. Yeah. Is it a dendrophiliac? Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Right there.
All right, then. We don't want you to take a couple more hookers there, Colin.
Better times.
So we're gonna fast track the next few hours because it's very boring and I don't want to have to spend our time making just random ass intelligence tests. He finds, a route through there. He's kind of tracking, checking for trails here and there. It's not really coming up with anything. It's maybe 2 to 3 hours in. As you're all kind of in a small clearing, kind of moving deeper, maybe catching your breath a little bit. Don't forget, stream, that we do have our gifts and stickers available. So if you want to put some stickers and shit on the stream, you are more than welcome to. Oh, wait, hang on. I've got them turned off. There, now it'll work.
Well, that would explain a lot.
Oh, and it's right over Jeremy. Let's move that a little
bit. Do we have to?
No.
I mean...
There it is. Okay.
It's wonderful.
It did seem like a perfect, perfect moment there.
Perfect.
Well, we all saw that, Jeremy saw the brown eye of the goat. So
He did. He was on the
It's on the back end
other
of that
side.
GIF.
he understands Kuiper now.
Hmm. But the hours go by. The trek is hard. These woods are thick. The undergrowth really just snags on everything. It's an unpleasant trek. But eventually you're in this clearing kind of catching your breath. And Kuiper just kind of like, he stands up. He hears something that you all don't pick up unless you all want to roll an intelligence test, and then you can have a chance of hearing it as well.
That's my only good stat.
That's my very worst stat.
But it doesn't mean I can roll it well.
Some of you are doing pretty good.
I did the worst out of
I
everybody.
got a 17.
Yeah.
I'm happy with
Let's see
that.
if anyone else throws out there. Gadsby or Colin, are you rolling?
It's all frozen up on me. I'm gonna try and reload the page. Hold on.
Sure.
You both
somebody can
outrolled
just
me
roll
with
it
a
for me if
minus
you'd
one.
Yeah, I can roll it for you, man.
I have a +1.
Let's see, Gadsby.
Mark Wizard.
Oh, Gadsby, I rolled you a 3. So, Sweeney, you hear it too. Soft rustling through the underbrush. A low growl. And you kind of pop up too, and your reaction kind of gives everyone else a moment to realize that something's going on. And you see kind of like at the far end of this clearing, this large gray wolf stalks out of the trees. And you see Kuiper put his hand on his sword, slowly starts drawing the blade. But then from the same spot that the wolf emerged, you see a woman walk out. And this woman's in ragged clothes. She's dirty. Hair's a mess. And once this woman steps out, you see Kuiper's, he just kind of like relaxes. His posture just, the tenseness kind of fades for a second. And behind her, another wolf walks out.
Jelly bean?
This is weird.
Kuiper looks back at you. Yo, stay here. Give me a moment. And he hands up and he slowly walks towards the woman. Y'all do anything?
I'm not getting involved.
No, I'm going to wait and see what Jelly Bean does.
Sure.
I'm resting my hands on my weapons, ready to pull them out.
Sure.
Yeah, same.
All right. So he goes up and he starts talking to her, but it's in a very kind of odd language. None of you are able to understand it because I've already checked the languages you speak. But after about 5 minutes, he kind of turns back and he gives you all like, all right, come on up.
All right. I'll move up.
Yeah.
So, all of you, this is the druid of the woods, Olean.
Oh.
Not Jelly Bean.
Not
Right.
Jellybean.
Yeah.
This is, correct me if I'm wrong, Olean, this is Arlen, pointing to one wolf, and this is Belshar. Don't get too close. They like to eat strangers.
Makes sense.
So does
Checks out.
Donkey.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, Olean was just telling me, Olean, if you want to, and Olean will respond in a very intensely French accent because that's what druids do. Because, it's like, see, that's not French, that's Spanish. Fuck it, I'm not doing an accent. She's just like, see, it's a me.
Now, does she also have the obligatory red hair?
No.
I feel like that's okay. I'm
No.
just curious.
No.
Okay, fair. That's good.
Yeah, she kind of starts in a conversation with Kuiper. They start talking about Jelenneth. Olean comes, she hasn't seen Jelenneth in weeks. She's happy to answer any questions that you all may have about Jelenneth or the area. But she does say that searching for Jelenneth is not her priority now. There's other problems.
Oh,
Another problem in the forest that needs her immediate attention.
what is that problem?
In a very French accent. There's a werebear.
Oh,
Could it be that the problems are the same problem?
No, it's not. I was to the northeast a little ways. Kind of on the other side of the bank where the Thornwood meets the Blessed Wood, which would be kind of like in this area where I'm pinging on the map. And I saw a young boy fleeting through the countryside and kind of watching from the edge of the trees, and he changed into a werebear and then fled into the forest.
kind of a gun.
I've been tracking him for a few days, and a few days ago I did try to approach him. He seemed scared, lost, worried, but he was afraid and he ran off. And I've picked up his trail again, and I've been hunting him. And I would appreciate the help if you all could help me track him down.
Right. And probably nobody around here is going to know the land or people who pass through better than you.
True.
So to find Jelenneth, getting your help is probably a good thing to do. This means tracking the werebear is a good thing to do. And I do speak bear.
You do.
That is a handy skill to have. And
wonder
Kuiper's
if
like,
it's my
I've
son."
got just the thing to help out with this. And he pulls out of his bag 3 weighted fishing nets. And he tosses one to Sweeney, tosses another one to the pitchfork, tosses the third one to Forbowdy.
Yo, I see. Don't like short people. Is that it?
Well, I mean,
I
getting good
Just
distance
for-
on the net does require some height, and you are short.
just for the sake of funsies, I made a
yeah.
reflex save to not be caught in the net that was thrown to me.
It's bundled up, so luckily it's not like he's throwing a closed net, but you did fail that reflex save. So the net, like the weights on it, just like
Yeah.
right in the face. I'm going to make you take a point of damage as this heavy
I
lead weight
volunteered
just
for that. Yeah.
hits you right in the nose.
You know what, Gadsby, in fairness, I'm going to confess to you, I'm normally on my tiptoes to make sure I'm taller than you. So I was cheating a bit. Here's the net.
I mean, I got the one.
Yeah, but it sounded like Gadsby wanted one of the nets. So
Just because you're 2.5 inches taller. So it's all about
it's all in
height.
how I
It's
spike
all
the
about
hair, you
height.
know. I spend before you guys wake. I wake up an hour earlier than all of you, and I spend nearly an hour just upstroking that hair, trying to get that extra inch. Right? Just it's all about the optical illusion. And
Yeah.
my boots have half-inch heels.
Oh, wow. So those of you with the nets, if you look in the items section in the weapons folder, you will find weighted nets, and you can move that over to your character sheet.
Is done.
So Kuiper speaks up like, I appreciate you all being willing to help with this. I have an idea coming from the direction that Olien is describing. I believe that this may be the young Maxim from Chiron's farm, not far from mine, on the other side of the river. And even though he's a werebear, and there's a stigma against it, of all the lycanthropes, werebears are no more dangerous than their human counterparts. He's just probably scared. So I ask you, as we do this, do not harm him. Use the nets. We will capture him, calm him so he reverts to his human form. I will escort him home, and hopefully in the process we'll learn something of Jelenneth.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Yep. Oleanne's going to lead the way. She has the tracks. Of course, warfare. Trudging through the woods will leave plenty of followable trail. Well, let's go. So, once again, like before, we're going to fast track this. It's an hour or so march through the woods. Oleanne is just completely unhindered moving through these woods, her and her 2 wolves. She keeps having to stop and wait for you all to catch up, and she just seems so agitated that you're all taking slow. Like, hurry up, we haven't got all day. Use your feet and your legs.
Have short little legs.
You're like 6 feet tall. You've got long strides.
Crawl under the bushes then. That'll help you.
All right, then.
And off she goes. A handful of more hours go by. And eventually, it's coming up on nightfall. You come into a clearing, and you can see that Oleanne is starting to set up camp. She explains it's going to be dark soon. It's better to have this done before it gets dark. We'll continue our search in the morning. As for no reason at all, we hop over to a map.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely no reason.
I can't think of any reason that we ever need to be in a
Oh,
map.
and I need to add Alex. Alex, you're not on there. Did you name your character? You did. Let me make an adjustment on your token real quick. And I'll get you an actual image for your token for next week. But yeah, you get set up. You have a good camp going. And yeah, Kuiper and Oleanne, they'll kind of keep watch on and off all night, but they would like the 5 of you to set your own watch rotation.
Sure.
So
That makes sense.
why don't you all go ahead and tell me what your rotation's going to be?
I'll go first so then I can sleep. Next.
I'll go last.
As I have infravision, I will
Yeah.
take middle.
I'll take
Right.
it.
Okay.
I could do that with Gadsby. 2 of us will be on.
Okay. Is that everyone?
I think so. Well, actually, I guess I'll stick with Pitchfork then.
Okay.
So we've got
Doubling
2,
up
2,
on that.
and 1.
2, 2, and 1. So 3 shifts. Who's on that 1 shift?
The new fella.
Colin? Okay.
Colin's got the early shift.
Bert, you had the middle of the night. Who was watching with you? Was that Sweeney?
Yep.
So Sweeney and Gadsby, both of you give me intelligence tests. I can roll that for you if you need, Bert.
I
Oh, you
think
got it.
it's working now. There it goes.
Okay.
There it is.
So neither of you did terrible. Sweeney, you did do better. As you're all kind of, you're sitting by the fire, kind of moving around a little bit to keep eye on things. You notice that kind of startles you. Belshar, one of Oleanne's wolves, is kind of off to the side a little bit, kind of facing off into the darkness. And you can just hear this low grumble of a growl as she stares into the darkness.
I'm going to look closer out that way since I got infravision.
Yeah. So, and then same thing. So, Oh, I still got your token labeled the wrong thing there, Bert. So, Gadsby, you see him looking over. At this point, you would see the wolf as well. You're also welcome to go over and take a look at whatever Belshar is growling at.
Okay, well, I'm going to notch a bolt at my crossbow.
Absolutely.
And quietly move over there in that direction.
If you're going over quietly, go ahead and give me your halfling test for that. Sneak and hide.
Sneak and hide.
That's a good sneak hide test. Not a bad sneak hide test. As you all kind of move over, and you can see Belshar's just grumbling, growling, and you catch what it is that's got her agitated. As you see off a little ways, maybe 20, 30 feet from you, you can see 3 forms sneaking through the brush. Initially, you think that they're men, more bandits, maybe. But they're definitely not human. They've got these large tusks, this green kind of scaly, craggly skin. You realize there's 3 orcs that are slowly moving in. Now, you both did fine on your sneak and hide. Gadsby, you did good. So we're going to say altogether you both are going to pass this. So I'm going to give you to an action to do whatever you want. Standard turn in combat, you'll get to act before we pop over to initiative.
Okay, I'm going to pop off my crossbow bolt at one of them.
Yeah, go ahead and you aim at the one up front.
Crossbow.
Oh, Bert.
Fumble.
Bing, as your crossbow just goes wide. Luckily,
That's the last time I buy discounted strings, I swear.
yeah.
Trying to save a few coppers.
Sweeney, you gonna do anything?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go move back over for Bowdy and shake him awake. Yeah.
For Bowdy, you come to.
Beavers and ducks. What?
Works.
And it's at this moment you hear that loud growling howl almost as Belshar dives into the woods. For Bowdy, you are up on your feet. Everyone else is going to have to deal with their first turn. Pitchfork, I would say you're probably sleeping close to for Bowdy there. I'll tell you what, I'll let you wake up. So the 5 of you. Oh, Colin, same boat. I don't want to leave you out. The 5 of you we're going to go into initiative. You don't have to spend your turn in initiative like getting up, grabbing your gear. You say that Sweeney, you woke enough of them up that during the first round of combat, you all will be ready. So, all of you fucking roll initiative for me.
Initiative. Fuck yeah.
And
Or not.
Where's in?
you can, so
Wow.
on your character sheets, on
hold
the
on, so no
character
tokens selected.
tab
I
underneath
gotta-
AC, there's the
actually.
INIT. You can click on the word,
two-handed.
or you can click on the combat encounter tab in Foundry of the Cross Swords, and you can click the D20 icon next to your character. Colin, it looks like you need to roll initiative as well still.
If you're using a two-handed weapon, you're supposed to roll a d16 for initiative.
It should do that built in now.
No token selected. Why aren't you saying I have a token selected?
That's a great question. You've got a token. You own that token. All else fails, like I said, click on the combat encounters tab, the cross swords along the top right, and then you can just click the D20 next to your name.
Oh, I see. Because
I see why.
Oh god, this is a massive fuck you combat too. So we are definitely not going to be able to complete this tonight, but we'll get it started. Now you all know of these 3 orcs off to the side. It is nighttime, so you can't really get a good light or sight on it unless you are like Sweeney and Gadsby for Bowdy that have dark vision. We'll start combat. Kuiper wakes up to the chaos starting to erupt, and he spends his turn hopping up, getting his shield ready. We're going to skip down to Belshar, who will charge in. And is going to try and bite an orc. That is going to be a miss against an orc. Olean gets up and starts getting ready. Arlen gets up, is going to get ready, and that takes us to you, Sweeney.
All right. I can still see these orcs.
You can.
All right. I am going to pull out my my short bow, my sling, and sling a rock at one of them.
Sure. Let's see. Colin, did you roll initiative before? You did. You got a 12. Oh, I think I see what's going on. I might have fucked something up. I'll fix it later.
17 hit.
17 does hit. What is your damage on that?
1 point. Poink.
1 point's better than no points. As an arrow bites into an orc, you hear a light grumble of pain. Colin, you had a 12, so that does mean you are next. You are up. You are ready to go. You can see the commotions heading off towards, like, you know, on the map for you looking at it will be towards the left. You are a human, so you don't have any form of dark vision. What do you want to do? And you've got spells that were randomly determined. You can see that on your cleric spells tab.
I need to see them, though. To definitely use those ones. Maybe. Yeah, I need to kind of see them.
Okay.
What do I have in my equipment?
Equipment, you are wearing scale, you have a shield, and you have a mace. Very classic cleric attire.
Okay. All right. I need to see one other thing real quick.
Sure.
Okay. And let's see. Yeah. Turn on Holy is not going to do anything. I think I'm just trying to find a light source or like light a fire or something.
So there is a campfire
burning
burning in the middle of camp. You could easily just grab a log and just hold that as like a torch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'd be doing. Getting a torch ready.
There's Jamie. All right, so I am going to activate a torch for you. Your token now has torch lights.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you run up, you grab a torch. Give me a second here. Okay. Gadsby, you're up.
Okay, my string broke, so I'm going to draw my short sword.
Sure.
And since I was using infravision, I wasn't too close to the fire. I'm gonna try and sneak around.
Okay.
Come in behind them if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me that hide and... Well, I'll let you carry over that hide and sneak. Okay. So your movement is... What is your movement?
I move 20? Faster than normal, but since I'm sneaking...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can start moving through the bush. Use the measurement tool. You'll see you're about 35 feet from the closest one.
I have 5 extra feet of movement is my normal. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait until they come a little bit and try to get in behind. So I'm gonna just keep hidden for now.
Cool.
So I will. How many feet are each of these squares?
The squares are 5 feet each.
Right there.
Okay, cool. You move towards the back of the map. You now are in a good spot to flank, which means we come to you for bounty.
William didn't get a good pebble across his forehead. I say let's double down on that. And just do a good proper shield charge at one of them. I assume they're further out than 20, right?
Yeah, so the... shit, hang on. The closest one to you is 60 feet.
Oh, I still can't quite get them then.
Yeah, they'll end up a little short there.
Well, you know what? You know what I'll do then? I'll just stay right here. I don't do ranged combat real often.
Okay.
But I think I'll try and plink an arrow right into his kneecap.
Sure.
Just because I'm a good person.
Yeah.
Okay, longbow. I've got longbow.
Oh, 17 as a hit. D dies 2, so D doesn't pop off, but that does give you 5 points of damage. That arrow hits hard right through the forehead.
I think it's 5. I don't think that 5 took the 2 into account because it rolled a 5. So it should be
That
7.
is true. It should be 7 damage, yeah. Okay, well, even that's more dead than what they were before. You kill one of the orcs.
I used to be an orc until I put an arrow through his fucking thigh.
Nice. Pitchfork, you're up, man.
Yeah, and since this worked so well last time, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna start by casting Chill Touch.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, 16, not bad.
That's pretty good. Let me go ahead and take my point of personality off.
Okay.
And then, now that I have my mystic twin.
Oh, so explain to Colin. Colin, this will be new to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it will be. I did Chill Touch, and let me pull up Chill Touch real quick.
So the result you got...
It's pretty decent.
Your hands are
18.
charged with negative energy. For the next turn, you receive a +2 to attack rolls, and every creature the caster attacks takes an additional d6 damage. Undead creatures take an additional 2 points of damage.
That's neat and all, but the mercurial effect I got is Mystic Twin. And Mystic Twin, the spell causes a fully functioning twin face to appear in the caster's chest.
Jeez.
The face remains for 1d3 rounds, and during that time, this dual face has its own 1d20 action die under the control of the player, with which it can speak, cast spells as the caster, or spout cryptic wisdom.
Okay, so your action was to cast a spell. What is your face's action? And you still have your movement as well.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I get it for 2 rounds.
Nice.
Is it the same face from before where it's like flattened because of the miscast?
Or is it the original handsome face?
No, it is not. It is.
Okay.
It is. So
It's the
also,
copy.
Alex, the Pitchfork fucked up their first spell of the campaign. And so second spell of the campaign. So it permanently looks like their face is pressed against glass.
Oh.
Just like
and so this face coming out of the Pitchfork's chest also looks like that.
Right. And I did it by doing exactly what I'm about to do right now.
Right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and move a little ways over here. That way I'm closer in case I need some range.
Sure.
I'm going to go for like maybe right over here.
Okay.
And then we're going to cast Force Manipulation. I did it again.
Oh, you did it again.
Oh my god!
What the hell? Oh my god!
Roll that d6, man.
Oh Jesus! Oh,
Dan,
God
never stop playing
damn.
spellcasters in DCC, please.
Oh,
You roll a
God.
5. 4+ is just a misfire.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
This is exactly what happened last time.
It is. Okay. So luckily no permanent effect, but you just completely waste that spell. The donkey. Let's see, Bert, this is your donkey. Give me a luck test. The donkey is fueled by rage and hunger. The donkey charges into battle, but goes the wrong direction.
Oh no.
He's got the hunger that only hands can satisfy.
Yeah, the donkey starts charging off in a different direction from where these orcs are approaching.
Oh, there's something else out there.
He's on to the secret hands.
All right. And this is going to put us back at the top of the initiative order. We are 3 minutes over. So we are going to pause it right here. We'll be back next Wednesday and continue from the top of the initiative round. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Let us do some closing plugs. Why don't we go in the order of the overlay? And we'll start with you, John. John, what do you want to talk about?
A couple of things. YouTube channel, Defenders of Cobalt. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we've been doing the Age of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Age of Ashes Adventure Path, and oops, they're all goblins. And yeah, it's been fun. It's a little bit of chaos, just a wee bit.
Just a little chaos.
And just a little, and a lot of goblin seduction.
So much goblin seduction.
So much goblin seduction. And then also this Friday. This Friday, we're going to pick up more with the SSOS as our lizard person crew is attempting to steal from the cruise ship that has rescued them so they can save their dear mom.
True story.
Also, they may have eaten random foods on the spaceship and other things.
Spot on.
Chuck prints from his butt.
I do. I have a 3D printer ass.
Makes sense.
It's fantastic. Let's see. So I was getting around to editing the last session today, and yeah, I've got up to episode 46 ready to go out. Yeah. Alex, you want to throw anything out there?
Just I want everybody to know that baby butterflies don't exist.
That is true. They don't.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to know.
The more you know.
The more you know. Alex, thanks for joining this shenanigan parade.
No problem.
We will be doing this every Wednesday. So I fucking trapped you.
Does that also mean then that there's not elderly caterpillars?
That is also true.
Yeah.
There are not senior citizen caterpillars.
Yeah, that is true.
True story. Very cool. Dan, what do you want to throw out there?
Discord, a place where we do the things and talk about the stuff. And you could too.
Very cool. Very
Bazinga.
Cool. Bazinga. Let's see. Jeremy, what do you got, man?
Yeah, Aaron Reese on Patreon. Comics, maps, tokens, other fun stuff. Check it out. Why not?
Why not? Very cool. Bert, what do you got happening, man?
This Friday, we're doing some BX Dungeons and Dragons. We're kicking off the Lost City Classic module.
Oh, wow. Nice.
This Saturday is Cyberpunk Red. And maybe something this Sunday. We'll see who's available.
I think we're scheduled for this Sunday. Yeah, I'll be available. Very cool. I got to throw Bert's links out there. Oh, I already did. Yeah. Steam Steel Murder, bluemagic.com, BLUMAGIK.
Almost 15 years worth
holy
of
fuck
recorded
sticks.
games.
I remember when we first started playing together, Bert, and it was almost 10 years of games. How the fuck is time moving on?
I mean, we're at like 5 years of doing this ourselves.
I
So,
think so. That sounds right.
5 or 6
I don't fucking know.
of streaming.
I've been subscribed to DOK for 24 months, according to Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What would you watch more if it wasn't for me? What did I do? I don't know what I did, but I'm sure I did it. Anyway, Defenders of Cobalt, like John said, come back on Friday night. Universe Ball Theory, Blizzards. Nothing. Oh, I did do it. Okay. Nothing on Saturday because of reasons. Sunday, well, it doesn't do any of you watching any good, but John and I are recording another session of Pathfinder. And we'll be back here next Wednesday, same time, same place. Hopefully Alex will have suplexed all of his computer gremlins.
Yeah, I have to install voice meter again.
Oh, that sucks.
Mhm.
And we'll continue on more of the second edition Dungeons and Dragons adventure you've been watching tonight. Night Below being ran with Dungeon Crawl Classics. So I don't fucking know. I guess
We'll see you at the same donkey time at the same donkey
same
place.
donkey time, same donkey place. I don't need to
Don't eat the
add.
meat pies.
Don't eat the meat pies. That's fucking fair. I don't know. I ain't got anything else. So goodbye.